love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins. Oh, what a move. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive, because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 15, check 15. Go.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. A throw over the middle taken in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation, deflection if you miss might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. John Hightower, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. Down the numbers. There he goes. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Herbert off of play action. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Linval Joseph able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. After the sack on first down, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This time Jackson will throw it. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last two in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
Running on first down, Eckler. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball, and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. They go now with Eckler. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They go play action now. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and they will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert being chased out left. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Jackson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out. Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Throwing, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Herbert to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.